Now, because all truths are fundamentally true to the individuals that believe them, I understand that the apparency of existing within a body, when you adopt it or adapt it, can be quite compelling. It truly seems that you are within your body, but that is the degree of your power to create, and that is the degree of your ability to experience an appearance, to experience a particular truth that you choose. All truths are true, and the one that you express, the one that you buy into from all the truths that exist within you, is the truth or the belief, if you will, that then allows you to create an effect which reinforces that belief, reinforces that truth. So we speak about belief resulting in emotions, resulting in thoughts, resulting in actions, and the actions in a physical reality, creating the reality, allowing the circumstances to, so to speak, move into place. You truly do not have one belief and not have the opposite belief, and must get rid of one belief and get the other one. For again, as I have started out by saying, you contain it all. It is all within you. So were you to get rid of something, where would you put it? Were you to gain something, where would you gain it from? There is no outside, unless you are assuming that there is. Through that belief, feeling that there is, thinking that there is, acting that there is, and then reinforcing that particular truth that there is or can be an outside. This is the degree of your great power to create your reality. Therefore, because you contain all belief, it is not a matter of utilizing an emotion, for instance, to decide which belief you have. Because as I have said, you have all belief. What is determined when you trace backwards is which belief you are expressing from the infinity of beliefs that you contain. So when I say belief results in emotion, emotion results in thought, and thought results in action, you can also trace backwards. You always act as though you think, as though you feel, as though you express a belief. And the understanding that you contain all belief and express but perhaps one which brings along with it several others at a time allows you in your power to gather yourself back to understand that it is really quite simple to simply change your expression. For it is not that you need to get a new belief, you have them all. So if you feel something, an emotion, it is the result of which belief you are expressing in that moment. That is why you feel a particular way in any given moment. Feelings do not exist within a vacuum. You do not just feel that way just because. You can label it that way. You can create an appearance such as that. But if you decide that you wish to establish who you are conscious, to be who you are conscious, you can use these things, emotions, thoughts, and actions, as a mirror or a reflection for the belief that you are expressing. You create your reality in a particular way. You express a belief, feel as though you believe it, think as though you believe it, act as though you believe it. The actions create the reality. The actions reinforce the belief that you are expressing. But we will simplify this still further. In any given moment, you simply decide who you are. You make a decision, sometimes based on the fact that you feel there is no other choice, and other times understanding that there are many choices. But once you decide who you are, you decided who you are, you trust in that decision. And then you act as though you trust in that decision. I have presented this particular delineation before. The reason being because it is quite useful. This is how you are already doing it. And when you say and understand that you make a decision, this implies there are other choices. This implies that you can decide something else. This is where you can express what you refer to as free will, but only if you first acknowledge that you have something to do with the process, that you, in and of yourself, are involved in the process of creating your life. We have briefly discussed three general phases of transformation. From being a completely limited being that believes they exist within a reality, to creating your reality consciously and through less limitation, less separation, more integration, according to preference. The three phases are very simply kept to awakening, phase one. Perhaps again you can say awakening is simply the notion that, well, is it possible that I might maybe not even create my own entire reality, but have some minute degree of decision or choice in how it plays out? That can be as subtle as awakening itself. Now, this generally will expand to, well, perhaps I actually have more than just a little to do with it, until it full blossoms to, you mean I create my own reality? Even entertaining that notion is part and parcel of an awakening from an unconscious style of creation to a conscious style of creation. So phase one, the awakening is simply again knowing that there is a choice, knowing that there even may be options. Phase two is the acceleration of this idea, accelerating once you have accepted the notion that perhaps you create your own reality, and you accelerate this awareness through attraction. You attract to yourself through the desire to be a conscious creator, through the desire to create your life in a particular preferential, integrated way, the knowledge, the resources, the timing, the individuals who will allow you to assist yourself in accelerating this awareness, in expanding this awareness. And you then attract the notions, the tools, the attitudes, the orientations that allow you to understand that only have very small, yet rigid assumptions resulted in the aspects of your life occurring that you do not prefer. Nothing overwhelming or bigger than you, because nothing can be bigger than you. It exists within you. You are the biggest thing around, so to speak. So that acceleration will generally occur as very small seeming ideas. When you apply these small ideas, however, they replace the more limiting, very small other ideas and make great, grand, sweeping changes in the face of your life. So acceleration is simply the process of beginning to move faster, but you are only moving from yourself to more of yourself. You are not becoming anything better than anything that you have already been. Or you are always a complete expression in any given moment. Again, if it is misery, it is complete and perfect misery. It is an expression of your creatorhood. But again, that is generally a product of unconsciously creating, automatically creating, without any thought, which again takes simple and small notions for granted that when you seem to perpetuate, give a certain limiting effect. When you are in the phase of acceleration, you attract the knowledge that allows you to begin to transform or replace many of these small limiting notions with more empowering ones. For again, you contain them all. You do not need to get rid of these old dated ideas and obtain new ideas. You simply choose to express the ideas that are now more representative of who you choose to be. For when you awaken to the idea that you can be who you wish to be, you then again created the ability to accelerate that awareness, to begin to expand yourself according to preference. When this goes beyond mere theory and beyond mere wishful thinking, you enter into the final phase of transformation, which is simply being the person that you prefer to be, without middle steps. You automatically then insert the very small notions that create your own reality anyway, according to preference, because they are who you are, who you desire to be. So because you already function this way, there is nothing really new to master or learn. Simply begin to allow yourself to consciously attract the knowledge to begin to...
which is connected to the transcendent dimension of the universe. In some teachings it might be called the higher self. That's the consciousness, the conscious being that you are. Because as you go within, you don't immediately dissolve into God. There's the non-physical being, the higher self, but they're not divided. And then there's the transcendent dimension. I don't normally use the term higher self because it makes you look upward. To look for you, looking for yourself. I'm getting a message from the higher self. It's coming through. love comes from the ego. They might have other elements mixed in with it, but most of that kind of love is egoic and can easily turn into its opposite. So it's not real love if it can turn into its opposite suddenly. I want you. In English it would sound strange. There's a poetic way in Spanish to say I love you, but not many people use it. Te amo. It's sort of like a poem. And it's beautiful. I want you. I really want. Do you want me? As strongly as I want you. And so when wanting is thwarted and things happen, then anger arises. Even hatred can arise quickly. So that's attachment. So many teachings, spiritual teachings, speak of the importance of non-attachment, but it's not really possible to practice non-attachment in the absence of sensing the presence. If you cannot sense the transcendent dimension of who you are, if you cannot sense yourself as the presence, you may do your best to practice non-attachment, but it's almost impossible. And then you'll end up getting attached to your practice of non-attachment.